the 1973 Canada 5-cent coin. At first glance, the 1973 Canada 5-cent coin may seem like just another common piece of currency, but when we dive into its history, its design, and the collector's obsession with this particular coin, you'll quickly see there's much more to this small yet mighty coin than meets the eye. The 1973 Canada 5-cent coin, or, as it's often referred to in the coin collecting world, the nickel, is a symbol of Canada's rich history and a snapshot of its economic and cultural development in the 20th century. But did you know that the 1973 version of this coin has its own set of stories and mysteries? Before we get into the nitty-gritty of this coin, let's take a quick look at what the 1973 Canada 5-cent coin actually looks like. From the front, you see the profile of Queen Elizabeth II, gracing the obverse with her regal presence. But look closely. If you're sharp enough, you might notice a difference in the design from earlier years. This is not just a simple portrait, it's a mark of a changing Canada. Let's start with the obverse side, the side that features Queen Elizabeth II. This portrait was designed by Arnold Machin, and it's a version that was used on Canadian coins from 1965 all the way into the early 1980s. Now, if you're familiar with Canadian coins, you know that the effigy of Queen Elizabeth has been updated several times throughout the years. But what makes the 1973 version interesting is that it represents a very specific period in Canadian history. On the reverse side of the coin, we see something that has been a hallmark of Canadian nickels for decades: the iconic beaver. Yes, the Canadian beaver, known for its industrious nature, perfectly symbolizing Canada's work ethic and natural beauty. This reverse design was created by the renowned Canadian artist, Robert Ralph Carmichael, and first debuted on the Canadian 5-cent coin in 1937. It would remain unchanged until the 2000s, making the 1973 version part of a long-standing tradition. Now, let's take a step back in time. The 1973 Canada 5-cent coin wasn't created in a vacuum. Canada, in the early 1970s, was undergoing significant changes. The country was still basking in the afterglow of its centennial celebrations, and the economy was on the rise, but inflation was starting to become a problem. The Canadian government had to balance the need for new currency designs and the ongoing costs of mintage. It's in this climate that the 1973 nickel came into play. The late 1960s and early 1970s were a time when many countries around the world were rethinking their coinage. It was a time of experimentation, of tweaking designs, and ensuring that the public had confidence in their currency. The 1973 Canada 5-cent coin reflects this changing time, as it is part of a transitionary phase in the nation's coinage. So, how rare is this coin? How valuable has it become among collectors? To answer that, let's dive into the mintage figures and the coin's market history. In 1973, Canada produced a total of over 220 million 5-cent coins. Yes, that's a hefty number, making the 1973 Canada 5-cent coin relatively common in terms of mintage. But here's where it gets interesting. While there are plenty of these coins out there, their value can still fluctuate greatly depending on several key factors. The coin's market value is often influenced by factors such as condition, demand, and even the presence of rare errors. If you're a seasoned coin collector, you know that small mistakes in the minting process can sometimes lead to big profits. And believe it or not, the 1973 Canada 5-cent coin has been known to have a few notable errors. One of the most sought-after errors is known as the double die obverse. The double die obverse occurs when the die used to strike the coin has been misaligned during the minting process, leading to a doubling effect on the letters and numbers on the coin. This error is not commonly found, but when it does show up, it can significantly increase the coin's value among collectors. Some collectors even report that a pristine example of the 1973 double die obverse can fetch hundreds of dollars. So, is the 1973 Canada 5-cent coin a good investment for collectors? Absolutely, especially if you're hunting for rare errors or coins in pristine condition. While the regular issue 5-cent coin from 1973 may not be worth a ton of money in average circulated condition, pristine examples, particularly those with mint luster and no signs of wear, can command premium prices. The error coin in question is the 1973 Canada 5-cent off-center strike, where the design is not aligned properly, giving the coin a slightly shifted image. These kinds of errors, though subtle, have a huge collector's market. In fact, some of these off-center strike coins have been sold for upwards of $600 depending on the severity of the error and the coin's condition. Imagine the excitement of finding one of these hidden treasures. You could be holding something that most people overlook. It's these kinds of rare finds that make coin collecting an adventure, a treasure hunt that can lead you to unimaginable reward. Now, here's where it gets even more interesting. The value of this coin isn't just tied to its rarity. No, it's also about the community of collectors. The Canadian coin collecting community has grown immensely over the years, and as more people seek to get their hands on high-quality, error-free versions of this coin, the value will likely continue to appreciate. As we wrap up, it's clear that the 1973 Canada 5-cent coin is much more than just a nickel from a bygone era. It's a symbol of Canada's growth and transition, a coin with hidden value, and a treasure for collectors. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a casual collector just starting your journey, this coin offers a world of possibilities and excitement. Thank you for joining us here at Coins Action as we uncovered the secrets of the 1973 Canada 5-cent coin. If you enjoyed this video and want to dive deeper into the world of rare coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our future episodes. Until next time, keep your coins close, and your curiosity even closer.